About 2.5 minutes left of trade. Let's begin with the S&P 500 intraday. You can see it's been a pretty range-bound session in the green as we approach the close, up about 1/3%, and we've been in and around that level for most of the day. A bit better at the start of trade. The highs were near the open, but holding on to gains after quite a volatile week last week. The S&P, though, was down 1% last week. Let's have a look at the four indices. The Dow is lower, but only down about 50 points. It's just dropped a little bit to the lows of the session, in fact, as we approach the close, but it's only 0.2%, and we're still higher for the other three indices. What about the sectors playing things out today? You can see only a couple of sectors are lower. So despite the Dow being lower, it's not a particularly worrying session. Telcos, utilities near the top, those sort of boring sectors. Financials and healthcare down at the bottom, but only down slightly. Just going to show the dollar as well as I bring in Bob Pisani, because the dollar can't really work out which way to go today. It's weak against the euro and very weak against the pound, a full 0.8%, but it's up 0.6% against the Swiss franc and up slightly against the yen. A big move there in the pound as Michel Barnier made some optimistic comments.
More importantly, emerging markets, they're getting killed. That's the
broader dollar index overall today is down, but down slightly.
But against the emerging market countries, that's where they're getting really killed badly. Here's what's important about today. You mentioned range-bound, you're right, but we broke the downtrend. For the last 6 trading sessions, lower lows and lower highs in the S&P 500. That's a problem. Look at that chart. We broke that today. So I consider today a victory. I'm not particularly happy. See the Dow weaker here. The reason we have it, deterioration in big cap techs. Apple not having a good day again, several days in a row. Cisco, Intel's at a multi-month low as well. So when you get those kinds of names, Apple, Cisco, Intel, all on the weak side, it's very difficult. On top of that, you see some of the big rollovers in financials. Goldman's had been terrible in the last 5 or 6 trading sessions, consistently moving to the downside. Look, there's Goldman all last week. Another relative new low here for Goldman. Then we had healthcare. Remember, United Health was just a monster for a long time. We got a Citigroup downgrade today, and the whole sector's rolled over here. So Anthem, Humana, CVS, and Teen. All of those names weighing, and healthcare has been a big market leader. So I wasn't delighted with the action today.
And we have sold off to the lows of the session at the close. So the Dow's down a full 60 points, but we're still holding on to gains for the S&P, the Nasdaq, and the Russell.